I was a Trumper, but I think it's time to change. I'm just kind of tired of his attitude. I think he's in it for himself.
What do you think about Donald Trump being charged with conspiracy to defraud the United States?
I personally think it's a witch hunt.
You think so?
Yeah. I think they'll do anything to get rid of him because they don't like him.
Do you know what he's being accused of exactly?
Well, conspiracy.
Basically, what they're accusing him of is gathering fake electors to try to certify the results in his favor in multiple states. He also called Georgia asking him to flip the results of the election.
Right.
Do you think there's any truth in that? You did say he's all for himself. So.
I think he probably did.
So
in a roundabout way.
So if he did it, then don't you think he should be prosecuted?
Well, if they have proof, yes.
So it's not quite a witch hunt. They're just trying to gather the proof and stuff, basically.
Right.
Interesting. Are you a fan of Mike Pence?
No.
Why not?
Because he was with Donald Trump, and I think he's unloyal.
You think he's unloyal to Donald Trump?
Yeah.
In what way?
I think he's just, now that he's away, he's bad-mouthing. You know, why didn't he do something while he was in there?
Well, what Donald Trump wanted him to do was overturn the results of a Democratic election. And he keeps saying over there he put the Constitution over Trump. So don't you think that's a smart thing to do? Wouldn't you prioritize the Constitution over Trump?
Yes, I would. The Constitution comes first.
So when Trump asked Pence to override the results of the election,
he was wrong.
Trump was wrong?
I believe so, yes.
Interesting. So you can understand why Trump is bad-mouthing him now. He's trying to set the precedent that Trump isn't someone who should be in office.
That's right, yeah.
Interesting.
And we are joined by Adam Mockler, who you saw there in the video. And I'm proud to introduce that Adam Mockler is the newest and youngest face on the MeidasTouch channel. He has a unique way of engaging with Trump supporters and getting them to see the other side of the issue. And I know all the Meidas Mighty, you've been saying, Ben, you got to focus on Gen Z. So here we are. I've been admiring your work from afar, Adam, and I'm so glad you're joining the MeidasTouch Network. So tell the Meidas Mighty a little bit about yourself.
I appreciate that. So as Ben said, my name is Adam, and I've spent the past few months traveling the country with the goal of finding middle ground with Trump supporters and having honest conversations, which I know sounds impossible, but what I found is that there are still a lot of Republicans who are malleable and who don't know what to believe. And I think that's shown by the clips that I just showed you and the clips we're about to play. So my goal with everybody, but mainly my generation, is to show that it's possible to have these conversations with the other side without becoming condescending or without becoming heated. And something that I want everybody to realize is that 74 million Americans voted for Donald Trump. And to say that all of these Americans are beyond repair is not only reductive, but counterproductive. So going forward, I want to introduce a new style of talking to Trump supporters, and I hope it's something that really works.
So let's take a look at him. There's another clip I want to show everybody. This one was one of my favorite. When I saw this one, I'm like, all right, I got to find out who this Mockler is, and I got to make sure he joins the MeidasTouch Network. So let's play this clip of you changing very quickly a Trump supporter's mind. Let's play this clip.
Biden's foreign policy is awful.
What about it do you not like?
I don't like how he's stoking the flames of war, basically. Ukraine, I don't think we should be as big of a part of that as we are.
Why not?
It's kind of their fight, honestly. I don't think it's really our place to be sending all of our taxpayers' dollars over there, you know, just...
When a country attempts to invade a sovereign country right next to them, don't you think we should attempt to at least preserve liberal democracy across Europe in any way we can?
I mean, I guess it kind of depends. I just think in that situation, we shouldn't. They're pretty corrupt, in my opinion.
More corrupt than Russia, though?
No, I wouldn't say so.
It feels like there's an alternate reality where we didn't do anything at all, and Russia was able to take Ukraine with absolute ease, you know? They were able to just march in there, take everything, and then what's next? What if they want to take the next country? And then the next country, eventually, it's gonna turn into U.S. soldiers having to get involved. So I feel like the return on investment for this, right? We literally gave like a very small portion of our GDP, and we've crippled our biggest enemy, both militarily and economically, right? Russia's not going to recover for decades. Doesn't it feel like this was a good return on investment?
Yeah, I guess yeah, I agree. Yeah, and I agree with your point that we don't want him to keep going on.
Yeah.
If we didn't intervene with Ukraine, I don't know. I guess kind of makes sense.
We obviously disagree on some fundamental things, but these conversations are like really important, right?
That was pretty incredible, Adam. So I didn't think that could be done that way. And over the course of the next many months, you're going to be sharing a lot more clips like that. You're going to be going around the country to to talk at these events, and to try to find what brings us together, and talk about these things that are not there in the MAGA echo chamber. So I just want to hear from you, because you've been traveling around the country and you've been at these events. What do you think is the best way to reach Trump supporters?
Yeah, so one of my favorite strategies is to take liberal values and to wrap them in conservative rhetoric. So, for example, with the clip I just showed you, if you have a Trump supporter saying we need to stop funding Ukraine and put America first, you explain that funding Ukraine is exactly how we put America first. We're sending old stockpiled military equipment and creating new American jobs. And in the process, we get to defend the border of a sovereign country, one of our allies. We're also crippling the economy and the military of Russia, and setting the precedent to people like Xi Jinping that you can't just invade your next door neighbor. So if you can wrap these values in conservative rhetoric and show that our interests lie in funding Ukraine, our interests lie in upholding the Constitution, like that first clip I showed, then a lot of times you can reach Trump supporters, or at least plant that seed of doubt in their head. And that seed can be watered and can grow eventually, but I really do think it's important to just have them interact with fact patterns that they otherwise would not be interacting with. Yeah.
Yeah, because what I've seen right-wing media do is they wrap the kind of the fascism, the extremism, the authoritarianism that is anathema to our values here in America, but they wrap them in the trappings of patriotism and rhetoric that people love here in America. And so they literally basically repackage and repurpose Vladimir Putin in the American flag. And here's the thing that I always say, at the MeidasTouch Network, we love democracy. We love our flag. We love the Constitution here, not just from the symbolism perspective, but from the actual doing democracy. Democracy is tough work. Adam, I do want to share one more quick clip, though. I know we're going to have a lot of other videos that you're going to show, but I got to just show one more just so people know the great type of content that they're going to see here. So let me just play one other quick clip. Let's play it.
What percent of Americans do you think are transgender?
I would say before it was cool to be transgender, or before it was probably like, I would say 1.5, and now it's probably like 20%.
20%? Well, it's still 0.5%.
Oh, okay. I was pretty close on 1.5.
Yeah, sort of. Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
If an adult goes to the doctor with gender dysphoria and they try to decide on a treatment, do you think the government should be able to step in and stop that?
Oh, no, not if they're paying for it. As long as, they have their own insurance that they're paying for. I don't think a state, health insurance should have to pay for your gender reassignment. You need to pay that, yourself. I don't want my tax dollars going towards that.
So you're okay with people getting gender affirming care, though?
Oh, yeah, as long as I'm not paying for it.
There's this whole new wave of eradicate transgenderism, which I think is a little too far in the opposite direction.
Yeah. I have nothing against, gay people or whatever you claim you are. It doesn't matter to me. I'm going to live just the same every day.
Yeah, that was great. And I'm so excited, Adam, for you to be a part of this network. I want to remind everybody to also check out Adam's YouTube channel. And I want everybody to subscribe to the Adam Mockler YouTube channel. Let's grow that. Adam's at 40,000 subscribers. Let's see if we can get him to 100,000 subscribers. It's so important that we are facilitating here at the MeidasTouch Network a Gen Z engine. And I think that Adam Mockler, you know how to not just reach out to Gen Z, but also how to reach across echo chambers as well. Final words, but I know we're going to be hearing a lot more from you, Adam.
Final words. I'm incredibly excited to work with you guys. I'm incredibly excited for Biden to win re-election and to mobilize my generation. And I'm incredibly excited to provide you guys some high quality content of me talking to Trump supporters.
We're looking forward to it. Everybody hit subscribe here. Let's get to 3 million on the MeidasTouch Network. Remember to go now check out Adam Mockler's YouTube channel as well. Thank you so much for watching. Looking forward to more videos, Adam.
Thank you.
Love this video? Make sure you stay up to date on the latest breaking news and all things Meidas by signing up to the MeidasTouch newsletter at MeidasTouch.com/newsletter.